Hi there, good people. This is Harmonix once again. Thank you for tuning into my channel. First things first, I just wanted to apologize for not uploading as I promised last week. I had lost my voice, as you can hear. I'm still recovering. So just to move right on along, a couple of days ago, I caught up with a friend of mine, Alexi. We just went out around Melrose Arc and we took the Leica Q out for a spin. Before I get into the nitty-gritty of how the camera worked, I just wanted to share this conversation I had with Alexi. And as you'll notice, my vlog this time around was shot on iPhone. I did this intentionally because there's a lot of misconception out there that you have to have the latest gear for you to have a YouTube channel or for you to create content. So this is just me trying to crush that myth. But if you do know me, a lot of my other episodes actually I shot on an OSMO Action, so you don't have to have the latest gear, and you will hear the same words being uttered by Alexi throughout this segment, well, this conversation that I had with him about the Leica Q. But without further ado, let me not hold you up. This is the conversation that I had with Alexi about the Leica Q. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you at the end. Maybe just introduce yourself. Who's Alexi? What do you do? Why are you so cool? Why are you so dope?
Great.
Guess must I start? Yeah, you can start.
So my name is Alexi. I am a photographer and content creator based in Joburg. I don't really like to define myself and put myself in a certain box, as you know. I take photos, do videos, but I'm the kind of guy that will say yes to anything. So if you said to me, like, can you take a photo of my cat? I'll be like, sure, let's do it. Like, how can you make a cat look cool?
Why do you do that?
When you say yes to opportunities, there's always something incredible at the end of it.
Yeah.
At the beginning of it, you always feel like, yeah, like they might take advantage of me or blah, you know, like those kind of things. But I find that every time I say yes, every single time, there's always a phenomenal opportunity or phenomenal experience or phenomenal learning of, like, always, the outcome is always incredible, always. Okay. A client of mine phoned me and said, can you, and I didn't even know this, she phoned me and she says, can you take photos of dogs in Pretoria? And I was like, yes. She goes, it's going to be at 5 o'clock in the morning. Sure. And I was like, cool. And then that day I was sick. I couldn't move. I was so tired. I still went. And first, it was an amazing experience because I've never shot dogs in that way. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Secondly, I went to like a place which I would have never gone. It was like some far crazy place in Pretoria. And the third thing that was awesome was that like a lot of work came from it. When I say a lot of work, I mean, I didn't realize, but she was quite high up in an agency. And from there came like all of these event shoots, which really
materialized
helped me.
From that one
incredible
gig
from one like dog shoot. And she really became a really good client. So yeah, like that's just an example of one thing.
So you're not a boxed photographer?
No, I hate that. I like to be, I know they say like what's it, good at everything but not good at nothing. Yeah, jack of all trades. Yeah. You know, there's that saying,
master of none.
Master of none. But I find that I won't say no. I know what I'm really good at, but I like to test myself and push myself, because yes. I think if I box myself I get bored.
So the main reason why we're here is because of the Leica.
Awesome.
So just explain to me which Leica this is.
So this is a Leica Q. It's the Leica Q1 though, so it's not the Q2. It's a Leica Q1. It's a full frame Leica camera. It's got a fixed lens. It's a 28mm 1.7. It's got photo and video built in, and it's full frame. small.
So the video is what, 1080p?
1080p, yeah.
Okay.
1080, I think it's 60 frames per
60 frames per second.
Yeah.
And then the size of the camera and the design, how does it feel in your hand? I know you're a Leica boy, so...
Yeah, you know, I'm going to say it's amazing and all of that stuff, but surprisingly, it's actually the same size as an A7R3.
Really?
I actually put them
side by side?
Side by side, surprisingly, right? So it looks smaller.
It really does.
And also because of the lens size.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a... so you can't take the lens off this.
Yeah.
It's a fixed mount lens. But this 28mm lens is firstly one of the sharpest lenses I've ever shot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1.7. So beautiful lens. I mean, this lens alone is incredible. But it's an incredible hybrid camera from video and photo. But it fits in your hand like so well. You know, I find that whenever I'm shooting, I mean, like, look out, and it's got this little, I don't know if you can see this little thumb tag.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so you kind of like, it's just so comfortable. I don't know. I'm so used to shooting, you know, with it, but it's like small, compact, one lens. Perfect.
How do you manage shooting with like one focal length?
So
I know a lot of people are so used to like zoom lenses because when you buy a camera, the kit lens already is like you've got a zoom function
24,
already,
70,
you know?
14, 24. Yeah, so in terms of owning a camera and you want to become a style photographer where you want to have a semi-wide lens. I mean, remember your iPhone is like, iPhone is native 24mm.
Isn't it the same as this though? Like
it's very similar. So this is a 28, but 24mm is a touch too wide for me. But the 28 is almost like the sweet spot.
Okay.
And you'll find that a lot of the like videographers love the 28 as a lens to shoot video with. I don't know. It's a perfect lens to tell a story. But the magic about this lens as well is that if you can see here, I don't know if you can see it says macro.
Macro. Yeah.
So like you also flick it and it goes to macro.
Oh, that is so awesome.
So, like I said, like one of the most versatile cameras I've ever used. And as a lens, it's also crazy versatile too. And 28 is like, there's something about, it's similar to a 35, a little bit wider than 35. But I mean, if I chose, so my focal lengths that I like 35, I like 85. Those are my two like favorite lenses.
Yeah.
And if you look at the 28, it's just wide enough. And it's not as tight as a 35, so it's almost like that sweet like spot in terms of lens. And I mean, it's a 1.7, so it's very fast. And also Leica, I don't know if you've seen the M Leicas, they're manual. So this is an autofocus as well.
Okay.
So
how's the autofocus on that?
It's quick, it's responsive. It even has tracking.
Really?
Obviously the Q2 is even better.
Yeah.
But it's crazy.
Sure.
There's so much built into this little beast.
Do you ever use burst mode?
I do sometimes, because in some of the social photography that I do, I don't know if you've seen, like, let's say for example, I mean, I'm at a coffee shop, the grind is one of my clients, but I would like drop something in the coffee.
And you want that
splatter. And you get the splatter and like so it is fast enough in burst mode. So, and also the lens is fast. I mean, at 1.7, so you can get like really quick, and it's got a good burst mode as well. I mean, I don't think you would buy it for burst mode.
For burst mode, yeah.
But
I know
it's there.
It's always good to have a camera that can do that feature. Well, that has that feature.
Yeah, 100%.
What is this, like 10 frames per second?
I'd lie to you. I would say anything from 7. I'd say 7 till 10, but I'd say 7 is probably what it is.
What it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be safe.
Okay, cool. And then how's the battery life?
Very good. This battery has been put through its paces, but it's still pretty good. I'd get about 400 photos. The crazy thing is, this is probably one of the best lenses that Leica's made. The lens is incredible. Yes, the body's great because it's full frame and all of that stuff. But this lens, I mean, I don't know, the value you get from this lens alone, it's crazy sharp. The colors that this lens produces is unbelievable. But yeah, the value you get from this camera is just insane. I don't know. Like the lens alone, I would say, is worth more than the body.
Sure. And I know Leica
it's not
lenses
cheap.
are.
No, it's not cheap. And but I would say this is the most economical option if you want to get into Leica.
Okay. Because I see already it has that macro option feature. I don't know any other lens that does that.
Dude,
you can just switch.
And it's crazy. It's crazy sharp. Like I can't. It's crazy sharp.
So, who do you think should buy this kind of camera? Do you think like a content creator like myself, or someone that travels a lot?
So, like, and that's a good question. So, if you're a professional photographer and you need like a wide array of lenses, then I would say, I don't know, like, because obviously you're a photographer and that's your business as a business. But I would say anyone from people that have blogs to someone that is traveling, or someone that wants one camera with one lens setup. I promise you, and I'm not just saying this because I like Leica as much as I do, but like they would benefit so much from owning a camera like this. The fact that it's got video built in, it's got tracking and all of that stuff. Someone will complain and say, yeah, but it doesn't have the touch screen, not the touch screen, the flip screen and all that stuff. Fine, I get that, but the colors that the sensor produces, it's a problem. Because you like shoot it and then you like go back to shooting something other like, and you're like,
it's not the same.
Like, just the colors are just so rich, and it's just got that Leica factor.
I've seen on Miklas's pictures,
and he's the Q. That's Leica Q. And I don't know if you know, Gareth Pon has just gotten a Leica 2.
Oh really?
The Leica Q2. So he's so like.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah, so
Leica boys.
Yeah, I think there's just something about like if you want a certain aesthetic on your feed and you want a certain like style and you want to like go with a one camera lens setup.
I think that's the best way to create your style as well. You know, the using one focal length,
of course,
requires you to be a lot more creative. You know, because I mean, you look at a lot of film photographers, really, you know, they've used like maybe like a 50 or a 35, you know, or what is it, a 28?
Yeah, they love to
mode, you know, like it tends to give them that one aesthetic throughout.
Yeah, that beautiful like wide perspective. It's so nice, man. And it's not wide that it's like jarring, because I find that 24 is just a little too wide.
Yeah.
But 28, I mean, like even taking portraits with the 28 just looks.
A lot.
You saw that one I took with that guy. It's like the third one on my feed.
Which one? I need to see this one.
That was the Leica. That's the Leica Q.
Ah, okay.
So it's, I mean, even
that's
doesn't feel that
enough.
shy. Yeah, it's, and I mean, like look at the character around his head.
Yeah.
Like it's just, and it's super sharp on his eye. Like
it's a beautiful portrait.
I love this camera. Yeah.
I think that's it from me. I just really wanted to get an understanding of the camera before we actually go out and take it for a spin, you know. Since it will be my first time actually just trying out Leica.
Oh wow. So, and I think it's a nice way to like start. Again, like you just got to be versatile. People that aren't versatile.
Oh, definitely. I think for me that's it for now. I think
I can talk forever.
I've got a lot of questions that I want to ask you since I haven't seen you in forever, you know. I could ask you 1,000,001 questions, but I think right now let's just go out and have fun with the Leica Q.
Cool.
And I also want to see what I can do.
What kind of photos do you want to take? That's my question.
I don't know. I thought maybe we could do a little bit of like street style photography. Like I haven't done that in a while. The last time I did a photo walk, I think was at one of the Insta meets. It's so embarrassing.
Jeez, what was that, like 1916? No.
Something like that.
And it's sad. We were actually complaining that like we haven't gone on a like Insta walk in a while. You know, like we all met. That's how we all met.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly. That's how I started following you.
Yeah. It's just like we connected like that, and it's just sad that it's obviously the community's changed so much.
So we need to do a proper photo walk soon. You know, whether you bring your film camera, I bring mine. But yeah, I think.
And you bring your M10 or your, you know, Sony A7 on board. Doesn't matter. Just come.
Just come through.
Yeah.
I mean, we all started on iPhone.
Yeah.
And now we're on Leica.
Yeah. And yeah, that's the joy of it, man.
So yeah, man, let's just go for a spin and then see what this bad boy can do.
Awesome. Yay.
So there you have it. Leica cameras are really something else. They really do live up to the hype. You can tell that there's years and years and years that have gone to developing this camera. I just wasn't sold on the 28mm focal length, but overall, this is a beast of a camera. I would just then need more time with the camera to get more acquainted with it. But as you're seeing now, I'm sharing the images that I shot on the system. It was just an impromptu shoot with Alexi, and I just wanted to say to the Leica team, thank you so much for allowing me to use your camera. And Alexi, thank you, brother, for joining me on this conversation. And if you've shot on the Leica system, please do comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts were. Or if you are still using Leica, let me know how you're experiencing your camera, your Leica camera, and what camera it is that you are using. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is Harmonix signing out, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.